Being told that you look like someone else is really annoying. For me, throughout high school and college, I was always told that I looked like the little brother from ATL or Diana Ross's son. In Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I'm always told that the Kimura looks like the Americana or the Anaconda looks like the Darce. So today, I'm going to show you guys the difference between those four moves so you don't get them confused. An Americana or a key lock is a shoulder lock submission that I normally attack when my opponent is laying flat on their back with their palm facing up. Now, the first thing I want to do is secure their wrist and drive their arm to the mat. Then I'm going to take my opposite arm, I'm going to reach underneath and secure my own wrist. Now, what I like to do is elevate my opposite arm, and what that's going to do is going to bend my opponent's wrist just like so. That's going to make the submission even more effective. Now, as I bend their wrist, I'm going to drive their arm down more with my opposite hand, and then I'm going to drag their arm across the mat like a paintbrush going across a canvas as I rotate my entire body looking over my opposite ear. And that is how you do an Americana or a key lock. Now the Kimura is just like the Americana, just inverted, and usually my opponent is on their side. Now I'm going to secure the wrist just like I did before. I'm going to take my opposite arm, I'm going to reach underneath, and I'm going to secure my own wrist. Now, the only difference is I don't have a mat to drive my opponent's arm across. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take their arm and I'm going to attach it to my body. Now I want to make sure that I'm pinching with my legs and I'm driving my weight down on my opponent so they can't move. Now I'm going to make sure my opponent's arm is still bent at a 90-degree angle, and I'm going to rotate and look over my opposite ear as I crank their arm. And that is how you do a Kimura. Americana, Kimura. Anaconda choke. I'm shooting my arm underneath my opponent's neck first, then securing the arm, securing the grip with my opposite arm, driving down to my side, securing the leg, finishing the choke. That is the Anaconda. Darce, I'm taking my arm, I'm shooting underneath their arm first, trapping the back of their head, driving them down, adjusting my grip, securing the rear naked grip, dropping to my side, securing the leg, finishing choke, and that is the Darce choke. My opponent has me in half guard, and they reach up for the underhooks. Now I'm going to take that same side arm, I'm going to reach underneath their arm, and I'm going to shoot my arm all the way underneath their head. Now let's say I can't reach, I can bend their head. Then what I'm going to do with my opposite arm is I'm going to push down their head even more until I make a connection with my opposite arm. Now I can finish the choke like this, but what I like to do is go up to my bicep, secure a grip like I'm doing a rear naked choke, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand on their back to secure position as I slide my leg out, post, and I can finish the choke here, or I can turn on my far side hip, hook a leg, and finish the Darce.